And I say this because when I started modeling, my two great superior girlfriends, Christy Turlington and Linda Evangelista, I got to Milan, and there were many designers in the 80s and 90s that hadn't used black models or models of color. And when my two friends were picked for a job, they'd be like, we would speak between us, like, what jobs are you doing? And I'd be, I'm not doing that one. They'd be like, why? And then they would say, no, you should be doing it. If we're doing it, you should be. So they would go to the designers and say, you don't have her. If you don't have her, you don't have us. I mean, it doesn't happen now. But I mean, my girlfriends and I guess my compatriots and the ladies that I came up with, Linda, Cindy, Christy, Tatiana, Stephanie, we were very caring of each other.
With your honesty and, you know, and your big heart, how do you survive in such a synthetic world where, you know, people are putting on all this stuff?
You know, it's different. It's different, and it's different because when I started modeling with these wonderful ladies, Cindy, Christy, Tatiana, Linda, Stephanie, you know, we had more of a relationship with designers. We didn't have a person in between us. So, you know, and we all worked together many times. So things have changed now. Of course, the fashion world has to evolve. And, you know, we were like a family outside of a family. And we maintain that. We maintain that. Like the other day, Cindy sent me a message, oh, do you have Claudia's new number? Yes, here it is. There's no love lost with us. Whenever we see each other, it's right to where we were.
Oh, I wish Cindy called me for Claudia's new number. That's a great story.
Do you kind of get...
Nah, she didn't. She called me.
Do you get angry when other people call models these days supermodels? Because when I think supermodel, I do think that the Lindas, the Naomis...
I don't. What it is it's very difficult these days because everybody calls everybody a supermodel.
And they're not.
So I say, well then, if we were the original supermodels, then maybe we're not that title anymore. Maybe we're just working models, I think.
Okay.
There is this, I want to ask you about this because there's this new supermodel generation that is using Instagram and other social media outlets to get noticed and launch their modeling career, and Vogue actually refers to them as Insta girls.
Yeah.
I mean, you came up the normal way as a model.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. I mean, good luck to them. I just feel my generation of women, like Cindy Crawford and Linda Evangelista, Christy Turlington, Claudia, we had to earn our stripes and take our stepping stones to get to where we've gotten to and to accomplish what we've, you know, what we've gotten to achieve to this date.
So does it bother you that that's the way people are getting to be models?
I kind of feel like, my God, it's like we've worked so hard and we're still working at it, you know, and then it just comes like that for them. But I sometimes believe easy come, easy go. So I'm actually grateful for the way I've had my career. I wouldn't want it any other way.
You have also starred in some of the most memorable fashion photography of the last 3 decades. And certainly a lot of us really were first introduced to you as part of the, you know, the Trinity. And we have some pictures of you and Christy Turlington. This is from Elle.
Roommate.
Really?
Yeah, she was my first roommate.
Here in New York.
I met Christy when I was 16, yeah, in London. And then she said, you've got to come to New York, and when you come to New York, you're going to live with me. So we were both living with Eileen Ford, and then we somehow, Katie Ford got her a loft downtown when she was married to Andre Balazs. Right. And then we were like, we want to be grown-ups. And they said, well, you can be, but you're going to live on the other half of us so we can still oversee you. So it was, we felt like, you know, we didn't have anything in our fridge except Rolling Rock, nothing. That was it. Yeah.
Amazing. Rolling Rock. I mean, that's...
Back in the...
Exact, back in the day. Do you still keep in touch with...
I'm in touch with all of them. Every single... Christy, Linda, Cindy, Stephanie, Tatiana.
Oh, that's so wonderful. That's also the group, of course, that did the Freedom, George Michael Freedom 90 video.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I speak more like on a weekly basis to Linda and Christy because they live in the city, but yeah, but we're in contact.
That video became so iconic for music and for fashion. Did you all know each other on set?
No, we knew each other before.
Okay.
I mean, I lived with Christy. We lived together, and then Linda kind of moved in the same building. So we were always together, the three of us, because we were kind of like Stephen Meisel's girls.
Yes.
So, and Versace girls. And then we were all together because we were Versace girls too, in terms of with Cindy and Tatiana as well.
And you were one of the original supermodels. Do you feel nostalgic about that time now when you look back?
I feel proud of that time to be with such a great group of ladies and to be able to still call them like friends and family till this day and to be in touch with them all.
How do you think your friends would describe you?
I've got Christy Turlington, who I've known since I was 16, my first roommate, Kate Moss, that I met a few years later, Linda. These people have always stayed in my life and been there for me. They have a sixth sense about me. If something's not right, they'll reach out, and vice versa with me.
How do you think, since you're a supermodel, you know, how do you think that's changed over the past several decades that you've been in the business?
Well, I just think you'll never get a group of ladies. I mean, I came up with great ladies, and I don't think you'll ever get that group of us together like that again. You'll get one here, one there, one there. But as a whole, you'll never get it
Who
again.
are those group of ladies?
Linda, Cindy, Christy, Stephanie, Claudia Schiffer, Kate Moss. So Stephanie Seymour, Christy Turlington, Linda Evangelista. I have to say last name, sorry.
And why do you say that? What is it that defines a supermodel?
I just think it was the time and era, the designers. We had late Gianni Versace, Asdina Laya, Marc Jacobs, Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren. They all used us on the runway at the same time.
And each of you...
Karl Lagerfeld.
And each of you have a great career now in different ways.
In different ways, and we also get to work with each other. We're working with each other in a few weeks together, which is like a big reunion when it happens. But when I started modeling, and my group of women, it's not about the fame.
Right.
You have to love what you do. There is an art to modeling. It's not just like get up, pretty makeup, hair. It's not just like that. I think it became all a bit strange when we woke up one day in Italy, like say Cindy, when I say we, Cindy, Christy, Linda, myself, Tatiana, waking up and like seeing in the newspaper what we had for breakfast, and we thought, wait, this has gone a bit too far. It's like, hold on a second, can't we order eggs and bacon anymore? Then we got a bit like, oh dear.
Well, I want to ask you, speaking of you, Christy Turlington and Linda Evangelista used to be called the Trinity. I mean, you guys were beyond. And of course, you were in George Michael's Freedom video. So I guess my first question is, like, how sick are you of hearing that song at karaoke? Are people like, this one's for you, Naomi?
I don't know. I don't get to hear it at karaoke that much.
Why?
Because they don't sing that one.
How difficult was it for you to be a supermodel?
You know, I come with a wonderful group of ladies, Linda, Cindy, Christy, Tatiana, Stephanie, and that just was not, we were friends, we loved each other, we loved to go to eat together. We never, it was not part of our era, you know what I mean?
Got you. What do you feel about models now?
Now.
How do you think they look as beautiful as you guys did when you guys started?
It's a change.
Let's be honest. Just be honest.
No, I'm being honest. I am very honest. I'm a straight up Gemini.
Okay.
I think it's, everything has to evolve. It's a business, and times change. And I think that I will say this: you will never get 6 or 7 of us together like we were.
So they're not as gorgeous as you guys were.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. That will never happen. No, you've got Giselle, you've got Kylie Kloss, you've got Joan Smalls, you've got Jordan Dunn, and you've got these beautiful, beautiful girls like Riley Montana that are coming up. And I support all of the young black models today, and that's why Bethany Mon and I myself have been doing, speaking up for balanced diversity in the business. And that's something I also make sure with production and Oxygen that the show also, in both shows, season 1 and season 2, has been extremely diverse. We have models from all over the world. But I hope that answered your question.